For my wine of the week this week, I've gone to Alsace in the northeast of France. Now, we've had wines of the week from Alsace before, most commonly Riesling and Gewürztraminer wines, two grapes with big personalities from that region. But this week I've gone for something just a little bit different. This is the Dopff Moulin 2011 Pinot Blanc from Alsace, and it sells for around £11.90 in online retailer slurp.co.uk, and if there are other retailers, I'll stick them at the end of the video. Now, Dopff Moulin are, like many producers in Alsace, an old established family company. And this wine, Pinot Blanc, is not one of those grapes that we feature very often because, quite frankly, it often lacks a little bit of personality for me. But, you know, when Alsace does these grapes, these kind of fresh, unwooded, but kind of creamy, fruity and elegant wines with a bit of body, they do them extremely well, and I think this is a terrific example of that. It only has 12.5% alcohol, so it's fairly light, fairly summery, but unlike a German wine, where you may expect a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of a kind of fresh character, this has some weight and some texture too, and I think it's a really good example. So on the nose, well, there's a little bit of almond and creaminess here. A tiny touch of something floral too, but really it's about quite fresh, quite crunchy apple fruit. Other white fruits like melon maybe and pear. And it's, you know, it's not a standout nose, but it's an interesting nose, quite subtly complex. And on the palate, it has good texture. There's a kind of creaminess to the texture, which makes it really quite food friendly, quite appetizing. It has a lovely core of acidity. It's a little bit lemony, but probably more like fresh, crunchy apple acidity. And there's a nice palette of flavors, touch of nuttiness, little touch of spice in there also. Lots of flavour, lots of acidity, a bit of body, making this a subtle wine, but one which is a really good food wine. I mean, it's incredibly versatile. You could put this with chicken and with fish for a start. It goes incredibly well with white pizza, you know, pizza with a bechamel sauce instead of cheese, with maybe some asparagus and lovely kind of fresh flavours on it. It would go really well with curries, particularly if you go with lighter curries, coconut-based curries perhaps. All of those dishes really good with this wine because of the fruit, the acidity and the texture. At £11.90, I wouldn't say it's the wine with the biggest personality in the world. And yes, you can buy a big Sauvignon Blanc or something for a few quid less, but I think it's one of those intelligently made, subtle, beautifully traditional, fruity and good food wines that Alsace does so well. This is the Dopff Moulin 2011 Pinot Blanc from Alsace in the northeast of France, and it sells for £11.90 a bottle in online retailer slurp.co.uk. It is my wine of the week.